Good morning, everyone. So I just finished my fasted cardio. It's about just one day after 4 weeks out. Right now I'm at my apartment complex. It's very nice out today, and my fasted cardio sessions at the moment are 60 minutes on the stairs. So 20 minutes steady state warm up. I do it start at level 5 and I work my way up to level 7 in that 20-minute range, and then the final 40 minutes is going to be hit ranging from about level 8 to level 14, going up and down. I measured my heart rate and I was averaging just above about 140, which is high for me. 140 is very high for me. I'm going to take you through my day of eating. So this is a basic Sunday for me, 4 weeks out, leading into the Toronto Pro with Ariel Kadar, defending champ. So she's keeping me in line, grateful for that. So show you guys a little bit of what my day looks like. All right, so after I do my cardio, I come back to my apartment, and as I mentioned, today is Sunday, so I have some food going on in the crock pot right now. I do my chicken in the crock pot because I am super lazy. I don't want to be really cooking so much volume of chicken since I eat so much of it throughout the week. So this is the lazy man's way of doing your meal prep. So crock pot liner, chicken, it could be frozen or fresh, and I just throw in a bunch of carb-free condiments and seasonings in there, and I just let it all mingle overnight, and this is what you get. So this is a mixture of hot sauce, a little bit of water, all-purpose seasoning, salt, pepper, garlic powder, just a stew of a bunch of different flavors. This has been going overnight. This is on the low setting. This has been going on overnight. So this right here, if you actually take a fork to it, I mean, this thing shreds up. So you got yourself some shredded chicken, and it's juicy, it's not dry, and it's delicious. I put this over my salads, lunch, and the meal after lunch, so about 12 and 3. This goes over my salad, which contains spinach, tomatoes, onions, and cucumbers, and it tastes great. So this is the lazy man's meal prep way of making chicken. And again, the important thing is the crock pot liner. There's absolutely no cleanup after you're done. You take the chicken out, you put it in a Tupperware, you pull out the liner, you drain it into your sink, and you throw it out, and you're all done. So 4 weeks out, this is what my meals currently look like. I haven't had meal 1 yet, which I'm going to show you guys pretty soon once I'm eating it, what it looks like. But meal 2 right here is going to be the shredded chicken that you saw from the crock pot. This is spinach. I just eyeball it. This is going to be the 6 ounces of cooked shredded chicken. I did saute onions, a little bit of tomatoes, and this is about a quarter to a half of a cucumber halved. So it's the same thing for meal 3. Meal 3 is identical. Meal 4 is going to be my pre-workout meal. So right now it's a half a cup of Quick Oats, I just like the texture of Quick Oats better than the steel cut or the old-fashioned oatmeal. I just like the consistency a lot better. I put some Splenda and some cinnamon in there. I also add salt to it. So I grade, using just a very generic salt right now, sea salt, and I'll grind about maybe 4 or 5 grinds into this. I wash it all down with my 100% platinum whey. This is the chocolate one. This sits very well on my stomach. It digests very well, no gas, no bloat. It tastes great. You're looking at 130 calories, 1.5 grams of fat per scoop, and 24 grams of protein, all from a whey protein isolate source. So this is what I've been using already for the past almost 2 years. Every contest prep that I do, I use the 100% platinum whey. That's 1.5 scoops with this meal. That's pre-workout. Post-workout, right here I got my Hulk shaker. My Hulk shaker is, again, another 1.5 scoops, so 1.5 scoops only post-workout right now. And I just wanted to show you guys what I do so that my meal prep in the morning before work is so fast. I have different Tupperwares already with the different toppings that I put into my salad. So all I gotta do is measure the chicken and pretty much eyeball the rest of the stuff, and I'm in and out the door very quickly. So anybody that says, oh, I don't have time to meal prep, look, this cooks overnight, so you don't even have to attend to the stove or anything like that. So that's not an excuse. And when you go to the grocery store and buy your stuff, you can chop it up when you get home and put it in a Tupperware, and you're pretty much done until you have to whip it out and then construct your meals. So there's really no excuse to this. All this took me about maybe 5 to 10 minutes. I've been doing it for a very long time already, but 5 to 10 minutes max to get all this done. Again, I just Tupperware everything. This is the sauteed onions. This is all the diced up tomatoes. Here's my chicken, my cucumber. I usually have my cucumbers already done, but I ran out of it pre-cut, so I just cut a fresh one. The spinach is in a bag, and you're ready to go. So again, I'm going to show you meal 1. This is meal 2, meal 3, meal 4, which is my pre-workout meal, meal 5 post-workout, and then I will show you my dinner tonight after I come back from work. First, I do work on Sundays, and my last meal of the day before bed. Okay, so finally seated for the first meal of the day. So again, we did fasted cardio this morning. I prepped up all my meals. I got ready to go to work, and this is my meal 1 right here. This right here consists of egg whites, about 10 egg whites, a half a cup of oats, and I mix it with Splenda. I put cinnamon in there, or pumpkin spice cinnamon. And this is basically, I've been doing this for a very long time, this type of meal where I just kind of mush up everything together, and it seems to satisfy my stomach. It seems to satisfy my sweet tooth, since it is on the sweeter end. I do have multiple cups of coffee in the morning, about 3 cups or so. Don't feel anything from it. It starts my day. So I wanted to just give you guys a brief overview of how this prep has been going so far. After the Karina show, the Toronto was about 8 or 9 weeks or so from show to show. So this has been quite a journey, coming off of starting a prep in December for the Karina show, and that was about, if I'm not mistaken, about 18 weeks of prepping, and then you add an additional 9 to that. It really is tough. As an amateur, I would only do maybe 1 or 2 shows a year, and they were very close together within 3 to 4 weeks apart. So there wasn't really a period where you're in limbo, like Do I continue to diet? Do I take an off week? I've been training my ass off. Should I take a week off from the gym to kind of decompress? So this has been quite a mental struggle with keeping focus going into a show that is so far apart from each other. Unfortunately, the IFBB has cut down on the amount of classic shows that are offered throughout the year. So they're either, one, there's too little of them. Two, there's too many competitors in the classic division. Every year it's going to become more and more. And secondly, the gap between shows are very big. So people like myself are dieting, 3/4 of the year. It's very tough. And again, this is something that I'm new to. I didn't do this as an amateur. I know a lot of pros that are been doing this for a while, at least in the pro level has been doing this for a while. I've been competing for 10 years, but never to this extent with so many shows in 1 year. I know guys like Hide, Jose, just to name a few that do multiple shows, show after show, and have a track record of Darum, doing so many shows throughout the year. I'm assuming that it gets easier as you continue to do it every single year. With that being said, after Toronto, then I have Chicago, which is another 5 weeks. And then I'm going to take some time off after that. And, hopefully I make the Olympia. If not, I'm not going to, soak on it or cry about it and just come in the following year and work hard and maybe do a show at the end of the year and get a quick qualification for the following year, 2018. But just to drive in my point about the amount of shows that they have, this show that's coming up this weekend, the Pittsburgh Pro, it has over 32 guys in the classic class. And that goes to show, it's a very popular show. The Pittsburgh Pro is it does capture a lot of great talent every single year, but it's unheard of in a classic division, maybe in men's physique, but in the classic division, have 32 guys in one pro class. Shows that maybe there is too little shows. And if there was maybe 3 more shows throughout the year spaced out in between the larger gaps, that you'd spread out some of that talent pool and you'd get the really talented guys going into the Olympia and not, competing against each other in the smaller shows. Everybody wants to see the best guys in the Olympia stage battling it out. But unfortunately, since there is a shortage of shows, all that battling out is going to occur in the pro shows. This one being one of the top tier pro shows. But it may, if a top guy goes into that show and loses and doesn't accumulate enough points during the year, you won't see him at the Olympia. So that's a part of it. But I'm going to enjoy this meal, and then I'm going to head to work. I got 6 hours of work today, and then the gym after that. So, and then I got to take progress pictures sent to Andrew. That fucker likes to make me take so many pictures. Never taken so many pictures of and when he hears this, he's going to be pissed off. But I don't mind it. It makes you look back later when you're fat in the year. It makes you look back and like, oh shit, I did look good at one point in the year. So yeah. This right here is saving me during prep. 15 calories per serving. So there is 3 servings and virtually no carbs, or at least no net carbs. So it comes in like a little packet. I cut it up, I put it into a strainer, and then I run some water on it. It has a kind of a funky smell to it, so I make sure that I drain it as best as possible to get any water that was on it from the package off. Next is I'm going to put my pan, my saute pan, extremely hot. get as much water. And what you want to do is you want to dry out the noodles. You want to put the noodles inside of the pan, and you hear the, I'm gonna put these lights on, and you could actually hear the spaghetti sizzling, and that's the water drainage from it. This was one of the meals from earlier in the video that I had. My stomach wasn't feeling so right today. I was like extremely gassy from some fish the night before. So I'm gonna take one of these and I'm gonna heat it up on the pan so I could wilt some of this spinach, and I'm gonna mix it in all with the noodles. So that'll taste really nice. And then I season the noodles with some hot sauce, some sriracha. You know, if you have soy sauce, you can use soy sauce. A little bit of sugar, the lower sugar ketchup, which only has one net carb per serving. So salt, pepper. You really have to season these noodles to make them good. So here's the noodles on the pan. You work them. Try to get all the water off and evaporate. That's what you want to do. And another step that I forgot is do not put any Pam on your pan. So don't put Pam on your pan when you are heating these up, because what you're trying to do is take all the moisture and all the water out. So you're adding more liquid by putting it on this. So you're essentially just cooking it down. And I'm gonna start seasoning it, not just these two, but I'm gonna put a ton of seasoning on it. I dumped the contents of the Tupperware into the pan, and I removed the spaghetti mixture out, and I put some of the ketchup, the hot sauce, and I'm gonna hit it with some garlic powder now. And here we go. So here we go. I dumped the contents. There's the spaghetti. I'm gonna take my cucumbers, I'm gonna throw them on top, and voila. Here is one of my meals. Final meal of the day. And that'll keep me nice and full. I think that when you're on low carb diets, it's all about volume. And it's all about greens, and it's all about things that don't have a lot of net carbs in it, so that you could feel full without ruining your diet. And this is one foolproof way of feeling full and not ruining your diet.